Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Arcanum. At the end of the last episode, Mr. Drake had gotten enough experience to gain another level, so he's level 10 now and has 2 points to spend. I'm going to go ahead and put those both into Dexterity. Then, when he gets to the next level, he can take a 3rd point in Melee in preparation for Expert training. Also, it would probably be a good idea to get some equipment for Gar. I managed to dig a pair of shoes out of the garbage for him, and he can go ahead and use this rapier also. Gar is, and he has no other equipment right now whatsoever. Gar is pretty difficult to find equipment for because he's human, but because he's shaped like an orc, he has trouble wearing armor that's been fitted for humans. So, and I think there are only 2 categories or types of armor that he can wear in the game. He can wear full plate armor, and he can also wear a type of armor called barbarian armor, which is a bit larger than normal armor, and I guess is more easily able to accommodate his frame. But anyway, he's got a pair of shoes for now, and something to stab things with, so that's about as good as we can do. Let's have Drake talk to the Panarii priest, and try to find out just exactly what or who Virgil thinks he's the reincarnation of. So, in the name of Nazradin, the Panarii welcome you to our temple. How might I help you today, friend? What can you tell me about the Panarii? The Panarii Church is based on the teachings of Nazradin, an elf who lived during the Age of Legends. As head of the Elven Council, Nazradin acted as a guide for all of the races, until the rise of Aranax and his evil followers. Nazradin waged war, and Aranax was defeated. The Panarii Church was founded some time after that. Might I ask a few more questions about the Panarii? Of course. What more can you tell me about Nazradin? Nazradin was the benevolent leader of the Elven Council. For 1,000 years he ruled all of Arcanum and brought peace and prosperity to all of the races. His teachings are recorded in the sacred Archaean and are the cornerstone of all Panarii beliefs. Are there any prophecies that he will return? Yes, it's called the Prophecy of the Living One. It is written in the Archaean that one day both Nazradin and Aranax will return to Arcanum and fight the final battle. I don't understand. Isn't Nazradin dead? Yes, he's been dead for a long time. The literal meaning of the prophecy is unknown. Many believe that they will both be reincarnated, or that the prophecy is a metaphor for something more contemporary. The truth is, we just don't know. And who is Aranax? Aranax was an evil elf who came into power during the Age of Legends. He believed that only he and his followers were fit to rule, and decreed death to all of the races. Nazradin, in his mercy, came to our defense, and, I quote from the Archaean, defeated Aranax, banishing him forever to the void. What do you mean he was banished? We're not quite sure. Banishments no longer happen. We believe that it took powerful magic to do so, and once banished, that person never returned. But the Archaean speaks of it, and so we believe. Has anyone else ever been banished? Yes, the Archaean speaks of others who suffered the same fate as Aranax. There are 4 who are listed by name: Gorgoth, Krakatur, Kurgan, and the Bane of Kree. They were all evil beings, but none were so evil as Aranax. If you ever see the Archaean, you can read more about them. What exactly is the Archaean? The sacred book of Nazradin's teachings? It is housed in the first temple of the Panarii in Caledon. You can see it there. All right, thank you. I must take my leave. I'm glad you stopped in, my friend. Would you like a pamphlet before you go? Sure, why not? Okay, and then he's given Mr. Drake a pamphlet about the Panarii religion, so let's have a quick look at that. Are you confused in this new world of magic and technology? Are you sad about the lack of reverence for the old ways? Then the Panarii religion is for you. And then they have a little blurb about everything the Panarii religion offers, and they have, I guess, testimonials from converts to the faith, those who have seen the light. So, I've never been happier. I even sold my hideous staff of death, says Wormian Dune, former dark necromancer. Punari good, oog, onga, testifies Turg Skullcrusher, former ogre shaman. Those Panarii buggers are all right in my book, says Proc Hilligman, former half-orc bounty hunter. Okay, and then, so they accept all races and people from all walks of life. So, all are free to heed the call to being brainwashed to their beliefs. Very quickly before we go, in this chest, if you can somehow, well, you can either kill the priest, or if you can somehow crack the lock and steal and open it without his noticing you, there's a pretty good necklace which raises your characters. I think it raises beauty and charisma by 1 or 2 points. Anyway, so Mr. Drake has found that there is a prophecy, according to the Panarii, about an elf named Nazradin who is supposed to return and fight another evil elf named Aranax. And actually, there was a bust of Aranax in H.T. Parnell's House of Wonders. It didn't really look like an elf's head. It looked more like a blob of ice cream. But nevertheless, it was there. And I think we could have asked Parnell about it, but I forgot to do so. Okay, let's say that as Mr. Drake and his companions are exiting the steam rail, they're accosted by this gentleman, the half-orc city dweller. So, "Hey, bloke, I go by the name of Tom Grack. Say, you wouldn't happen to know a fellow by the name of Desazar, would you?" No, I have not had the pleasure, I'm afraid." "Huh, that's obvious, or you wouldn't have referred to it as a pleasure. Well, if you happen to see him, could you tell him to get his bum over to the subterranean kiosk on the Kensington Broadway? He was meant to have met me here over an hour ago." Sure, if I run into him, I'll give him the news." "Splendid. Thanks very much, sir. Good day." Okay, good day to you. Alright, well, it's getting on in the evening, so it's probably a good time. It's been a long day. Lots of stuff has been found out. Drake has been hired to find a lost clan of dwarves. But it's time to stop into the local tavern and have a drink, have a chat with the bartender, and find out what else is going on around town. So, let's see what the bartender has to say. What's going on around here? "I hear Madame Lil runs quite an establishment down on the south side of town." Yeah, we've already had the pleasure. Well, actually, we haven't had all the pleasure yet. That will come later. But, okay, thank you. What else? "You follow popular trends? Old elven artifacts are all the rage in Tarantian high society." Okay. "Tarant is full of soothsayers trying to make a coin or two, but people say that Madame Tussaud can actually see the future." Okay, he might be interested in that. Parlor magic and all. Let's see, what else? "Have you met Mr. Cedric Appleby? Laughingstock of the city, he is. Couldn't make a steam engine to save his life." Okay. "The Wellington Gentlemen's Club is a nice place to go for a drink and good company, provided you enjoy the company of the richest men in Tarant." Okay, he would definitely be interested in that. It's gentleman's club in the Victorian sense, not gentleman's club in the modern sense. That would be Madame Lil's. Let's see, anything else? "All roads lead to Vermilion Station. That's what they say, friend. Biggest train station in all of Arcanum, it is." Okay. "Might be a good idea to lock up your valuables. There have been a number of robberies in the city, mostly of precious art." "Have you heard about P. Schuyler & Sons, the infamous jewelry dealers on Devonshire Way? It's said that strange things go on behind their doors at night." Okay, well, not much is likely to be going on behind their doors anymore. Alright, if you're trying to find someone in Arcanum, try the Hall of Records here in Tarant. They seem to know where a lot of people live. Okay, thank you. "Did you hear? Charles Dunstan of the Tarantian Water and Power Plant has closed off some of the city's sewers for some reason." Okay, that's a relief. It's actually nice in an RPG to be discouraged from entering the sewers, since it's pretty much staple in any of them that you have to drudge down into the sewers. Okay, anything else? Okay, and he doesn't have any other rumors. Alright, let's see if some of the patrons have something to say. "Hello, nice to meet you. What have you heard, madam?" "Just having a drink." "Say, perhaps you're interested in a game of wits, sir. There's nothing more attractive than an intelligent man. I'll bet you 500 coins you don't know the answer to a question I have. What do you say?" Sure, why not?" "What is the capital of Cumbria?" The capital of Cumbria is Durnholm." "Right, nicely done. Here's your money." Okay, he would know that because we've visited there. Alright, so Mr. Drake is now 500 gold richer. And with that money in pocket, he's going to head down to the Wellington Gentlemen's Club, and perhaps have a couple of whiskeys and a fine cigar. And the Gentlemen's Club, morbidly enough, is located right next door to the cemetery. So here we are, the Wellington Gentlemen's Club, and let's talk to the doorman.
Hello, sir. May I help you, sir?
Might I go in for a drink?
Of course, sir. We only ask you to conduct yourself in a gentlemanly manner. Allow me to open the door. Please enjoy yourself.
Thank you, I certainly will. Alright. It is a gentleman's club, so, this is one of the points where the game is slightly different for a female character. If you're a female character, the doorman will not let you in, and you have to, you actually have to seek out the owner of the place and either intimidate him into letting you in or, well, offer him services in exchange for entry. Alright, anyway, so here we are in the Gentlemen's Club. The bartender's just going to have the same collection of rumors that the guy at Grant's Tavern did. But let's sit down, have a drink, and see what's in the papers. Alright, and we've got Garingsburg heist, painting stolen. And then we hear that, alright, Mr. James and Mrs. Evelyn Garingsburg at 37 Devonshire Way, their house was broken into by thieves and ransacked, and there were many items stolen, among them a famous painting called Kurgan and Persephone. Now, if you remember when we talked to the Panarii priest earlier, Kurgan was one of the people that was banished to the Void, along with Aranax and 3 others. Let's see, and they're offering a reward of 300 gold coins. Okay, that might actually be something that he'd want to look into, so he'll remember the address, make note of it, and perhaps head over to visit the Garingsburgs in the morning. Let's see, who else is around here? Let's talk to this elf, nursing his drink in the corner.
It is a pleasure.
Greetings. Might I ask who you are, sir? The man before you is dressed in dark robes. He looks furtively back and forth, then regards with hard, unblinking eyes. I think that should be then regards you with hard, unblinking eyes.
Better you don't ask questions like that, friend. Likely to get a bloke like you in a world of trouble. I mean no offense. It's just the way of things around here.
I appreciate the tip, friend. The man looks you over, calculating. He seems to come to a decision.
Are you looking for work, friend? Are you a man that can keep his mouth shut? Make yourself a handful of gold?
So, even though he's an elf, this sounds a bit shifty, so, I don't think so, but thank you for the offer, sir. Good day. Alright, let's have a talk with this other guy at the bar. The smell of alcohol coming from this fellow fairly gags you.
What? What is it? Who you be?
Might I ask your name? He looks at you intently, unsuccessfully attempting to focus on you.
I am the Honorable Sir Matt de Cesar, Esquire.
I'm here to deliver a message to you from Tom Grack.
What? Oh, what's that old tosser want now?
He's waiting for you at the Kensington Broadway kiosk.
Oh, he did, eh? Stupid bourgeoisie businessmen, let him wait.
Well, my work is done. Good day, sir. Whoa. It becomes obvious that his drunkenness was a ruse as he quickly grabs you. Who are you? Why did you lead him here to me? Talk quickly before I kill you. What? What are you talking about? You're one of Grack's men, aren't you? I just met him on the street. He asked me to do him a favor, that's it. He pauses for a moment, looking at you. I may be insane, but I believe you. Now get out of here before I change my mind. Wait, what is this all about? He looks around. We can't talk here. Follow me. Okay. Let's go ahead and loot Mr. Grack's body. Mr. Grack has no loot to speak of. Alright, so we'll meet him in the alley outside the Gentlemen's Club. And when we return, we will find out exactly what's going on with regard to Mr. Matt Desazar. So as always, thank you for watching and please stay tuned.